Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Jennifer Williams and I'm the Content and Partnerships Executive here at SFG20. I'm here today with Wayne Barraclough, who is the Product Manager at SFG20, and special guest Petar Georgiev, who is the Co-Founder and Chief Technology Officer at Opuz. We're so happy to see that you've all joined us today to hear about SFG20, Facilities IQ and the Digital Partner Programme, and all of the huge benefits that they can bring to your organisation. Before we begin, don't forget that you can participate in this webinar by using the reactions as well as the chat tab to submit your questions, which we'll answer for you later on. You can find both of these tabs at the bottom of your screen. Also, it's not too late to forward this webinar registration link onto any of your colleagues who you think would benefit from this session. So let's get started. So who are SFG20? SFG20 is recognised as the industry standard for building maintenance specification, and for over 35 years has been dedicated to helping to keep buildings safe and supporting organisations in achieving operational excellence and compliance. SFG20 was formed in 1990 by the Building Engineering Services Association, also known as BESA, in response to the need for a standardised approach to building maintenance. If you feel like you're constantly playing catch-up with new legislation and regulation, SFG20 can support you with our growing library of over 1,000 maintenance schedules, which include up-to-date guidance around what maintenance tasks need to be performed, by whom and how often. Each and every one of our maintenance schedules are created, updated and monitored in line with the latest legislation, regulations and best practices. This is all done by SFG20's in-house team of highly skilled technical authors. And don't worry, every time a schedule is updated, we send out automated notifications to let you know what's changed, and we also give you a side-by-side comparison of both the old and the new schedule, and allow you to implement updates at any time that suits you. So there's no need for you and your team to do any complex research by yourself. This allows you to save an enormous amount of time, effort, and even money. What's more, as well-maintained assets run more efficiently and are likely to last longer, this can help you to avoid costly downtime and even non-compliance fines. You may now be wondering how exactly the SFG20 standard can be accessed and how you can use it effectively. All of SFG20's guidance is accessed via our intelligent software solution, Facilities IQ, which is home to over 1,000 maintenance schedules. It's the only way to put the SFG20 industry standard into practice and manage your compliance with legislation, regulations, as well as standards and codes of best practice that affect building maintenance and safety. Let's now take a look at what's included in an SFG20 schedule. An SFG20 maintenance schedule is a collection of tasks related to maintaining a specific asset or building fabric. Each schedule contains the asset type name, the unique reference code, the task name, task criticality, task timing, task frequency, the skill set required, task instructions, and links to relevant legislation and other supporting documents. Our maintenance schedules save you the hours of time you would normally spend up drawing legally compliant specification to maintain your assets. We use a colour code system to indicate the criticality and legal requirements of different maintenance tasks, meaning no more wasted time prioritising your assets or sorting between statutory and non-essential tasks. Red tasks are statutory or legal, and they signify activities that may assist in achieving legal compliance. The term statutory denotes anything required by primary legislation and secondary legislation. Amber tasks are optimal, and they signify function critical and/or industry best practice tasks. They include maintenance activities that cannot be directly linked to primary and secondary legislation, but should be carried out to prevent business disruption. Green tasks are deemed as discretionary or non-critical maintenance. They include optional maintenance activities for assets or systems, which would have a limited impact on a business if it were to fail. Pink tasks are deemed as business critical to ensure sector or organisation compliance and can be applied by tailoring an SFG20 maintenance schedule. They are deemed critical to the operation of a business or a contractual and/or operational requirement, but they're not a statutory obligation as determined by primary or secondary legislation. By using Facilities IQ, you can create maintenance regimes containing our schedules, which will allow you to plan and carry out the required work. You can do this easily by choosing an FM system who is a digital partner, which brings me on to our fantastic digital partner programme. If you've ever felt like this man in this image, we're here to catch you before you fall. Did you know that one of the biggest reasons why people unwittingly fall off the SFG20 standard is because their FM systems do not contain the latest version of the standard? In the past, it was all too easy to upload SFG20 content once onto your CAFM, and then even not realise or forget that the SFG20 standard updates monthly. In fact, there can be up to 700 updates per year. The problem with this out-of-date content is that it can put your building's occupants at risk and even render your organisation non-compliant. So how does this all tie into our digital partner programme? Our digital partner programme connects FM systems such as CAFM, CMMS and IWMS to Facilities IQ via our application programming interface, which is also known as an API. Put simply, this allows SFG20 content to automatically populate into your system, including SFG20 updates, which you can choose to implement at a time that best suits you. Not only does this save you hours of manual data entry and prevents the double handling of data, but it also ensures that you're working to the most up-to-date version of the SFG20 standard and therefore staying compliant. So how does our digital partner programme API work exactly, and what are the benefits? It couldn't be easier. Once your FM system is integrated with Facilities IQ via our API, you'll be able to enjoy seamless integration of SFG20 content within Facilities IQ to your connected FM system. You'll also receive SFG20 content update notifications, and you'll be able to choose when to accept them, which will then flow directly into your connected FM system. By choosing a provider that's part of the SFG20 Digital Partner Programme, issues associated with manual imports become a thing of the past, and you also get the peace of mind that all maintenance works will be carried out in compliance with current industry standards, regulations, and best practices. I'd now like to pass on to Peter from Opuz, one of our brilliant digital partners, to introduce themselves and talk more about their integration with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today to learn more about how SFG20 could be leveraged in Opuz to help you stay on top of maintenance, compliance, and your day-to-day operations. So next slide, please, Jenny. What is Opuz actually? Opuz is a facilities management system that helps you schedule and manage individual works across your buildings. You can track both planned and reactive tasks and maintain a clear, up-to-date records across your assets. With Opuz, you can generate tasks, assign them to the right personnel, and keep a digital trail of what's been done. It's like a central hub for daily operations, helping you track performance, identify trends, and manage costs effectively. Opuz is designed to give you a single source of truth for all your facilities management needs, from scheduling planned maintenance works to record keeping of reactive tasks. It consolidates everything into one place, removing the need for multiple spreadsheets and disjoint systems. Using Opuz, you can see at a glance the status of every job, the life cycle of each asset, and any reactive issues that have cropped up. This real-time visibility means that you can prioritize tasks effectively and make informed decisions faster. One of the most common headaches in the facilities management industry is miscommunication. Emails get lost, calls get missed, and tasks slip through the cracks. Opuz eliminates these issues by providing a clear audit trail of what's been done, when it has been done, where exactly, and what still needs to be completed. Opuz keeps you compliant with various regulations by allowing you to log and track essential checks and certifications. However, it can be challenging for building managers to keep pace with ever-evolving industry standards. This is where SFG20 truly adds value. Next slide, please, Jenny. Now, before we explain how you can leverage SFG20 in Opuz, let's just briefly talk about the challenges. Traditionally, keeping thorough, accurate records of maintenance programs has been a major headache for building owners and managers. You may have multiple systems running side by side, spreadsheets, manual records, disjoint systems. Ensuring consistency and compliance across all of these is time-consuming and actually prone to error. If you want to build a comprehensive plant maintenance program, you need to tap into multiple areas of expertise: fire, water, electrical, HVAC, etc. Each one comes with its own set of challenges and regulations. It's a lot to keep up with, especially as standards continue to evolve. SFG20 is widely recognized for its extensive library of industry-approved maintenance tasks covering everything from fire safety, HVAC, water management. By integrating these schedules into Opuz, you can automatically build a compliant maintenance program without manually creating tasks for each regulation. One of the most practical outcomes of this integration is the automatic creation of job report templates. Opuz will use each SFG20 task to generate a step-by-step questionnaire or checklist for your site engineers. This ensures maintenance tasks are done to the highest standard every time. This reduces mistakes and mitigates the risk of mistakes and keeps your documentation consistent. Because SFG20 updates its library as and when industry regulations change, Opuz can actually pull these updates automatically. That means you don't have to go back and manually adjust dozens of spreadsheets or documents. Instead, your maintenance program stays current with minimal effort. When your maintenance activities follow SFG20 guidelines, it becomes far simpler to demonstrate compliance during audits. Everything is clearly logged in Opuz, so you can easily produce evidence that tasks were carried out to the required standards and on the correct schedule. Next slide, please, Jenny. Integrating SFG20 schedules in Opuz benefits not just the building managers, but also the maintenance staff who actually carries out the work. With Opuz, all of the SFG20 instructions are presented right in the mobile app. This gives the engineers immediate access to a step-by-step checklists. More detailed references and instructions are even links to government regulations are available through a link to Facilities IQ system. This means tasks are consistently completed to the highest standard. Errors are minimized and thorough documentation is automatically logged for compliance. By having everything at their fingerprints, engineers can confidently follow procedures that align with the latest industry and legal requirements. Next slide, please, Jenny. With SFG20 and Opuz working side by side, you can be confident that all your maintenance tasks are up to date and compliant. That is actually a huge peace of mind. By leveraging the integration, you no longer waste valuable time chasing down information or updating schedules manually. Your team can focus on actually getting the work done, rather than worrying about whether they're using the correct standards. Finally, accurate records means smoother audits, more transparent reporting, and ability to demonstrate compliance to stakeholders at any time. In summary, this integration between SFG20 and Opuz brings together the best of both worlds: an industry-leading set of maintenance guidelines and a powerful facilities management platform. By using them together, you're not only simplifying your processes, but also guaranteeing that your facilities remain in line with the latest regulations. And I hope this gives you a good overview of how the integration works and you can benefit from it. Thank you for your time and attention.